You are watching Liberty Online TV.
This is Liberty Online TV powered by Orange Sierra Leone. Orange.
Good morning and welcome to another edition of the Breakfast Show where they come to you live from Liberty Online TV with a stream on Facebook, YouTube and also on our website where they powered by Orange Sierra Leone. We will bring the program come to you this Tuesday morning. My name is Marcus Bangura.
And me na Al-Hassan Kuma, good morning. Today na December 24, 2024, and inside this edition of the program, we go assess the decision we come up from Parliament for remove the Auditor General and his deputy. This plus plenty other issues inside the program. You said will be part of the program too. You go send a text message to the number +232 74200 545, or you drop a comment at the platform website they watch we from.
We will continue for look at the decision where Parliament will make on Friday when on December 20 for vote and remove the Auditor General when on Lara Taylor-Pearce and in Deputy Tamba Momoh. Well, if you don't follow this issue, you gonna say over for about 2 years back, His Excellency the President, Dr. Julius Maada Bio, been suspend the Auditor General and in Deputy Tamba Momoh. After that, they be set up a tribunal for investigate them for sake of professional misconduct, where they say they been do for ask a third party for receipts them where State House been give them, where they say na forge receipts them. Well, for over 2 years, Lara Taylor-Pearce and in Deputy Tamba Momoh don't go through this tribunal, they don't investigate them, and then put a report and recommendation them will make His Excellency the President be ask the Attorney General and Minister of Justice for go through the right procedure them for go to Parliament for remove Lara Taylor-Pearce as Auditor General and in Deputy Tamba Momoh where the tribunal be refer for let them take administrative action. Where this na the board na audit service supposed for take administrative action against against Tamba Momoh, I beg your pardon. And for Lara Taylor-Pearce, na Parliament supposed for vote to say them for get 2/3 majority. Well, finally on Friday, Parliament been vote and get this 2/3 majority, and Lara Taylor-Pearce they don't remove him as Auditor General. What in this mean for Salon democratic process? You go know inside the program this morning. Well, after this decision on Friday, member them na Parliament where they represent the All People's Congress APC party don't come under serious attack from members them like the public and also their supporter them because they believe say but 7 per them member them been vote for this decision where the public believes say the APC not for support this decision for remove Lara Taylor-Pearce as Auditor General. Well, for can't tell we how this voting process been go and waiting at the party, then decision na Parliament, we get the Deputy Spokesperson for the All People's Congress APC party na Parliament na Honorable Alpha Ben Mansaray. Good morning, Honorable.
Good morning, Liberty TV. Good morning to the people of Sierra Leone.
All right, so they look at the democratic process of all this we don't happen, and for if we analyze what this means for Salon democratic process and the rule of law, we get Marcus Bangura, when a civil society activist. Good morning, Marcus.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
All right, that's our 2 studio guests that will get now this program this morning. We can continue for look at how the APC member of Parliament have been vote for remove Lara Taylor-Pearce and what in this mean for democracy and the rule of law. We will continue the breakfast show.
All right, we'll continue the conversation. In case you just join me, you watch the breakfast show. As always, we bring you issues the way they happen right across the country. But a quick one, we will go to court and join with reporter Mariatu Sheriff. We bring this report to you.
Magistrate Santigi Bangura na the Freetown Magistrate Court number 2 don't give bench warrant to one Canadian consultant, Sunanda Kikla, for where police alleged say e been take people money and turn am to im own use. The accused Tina before the court on 8 count charge them. We got for do with conspiracy to defraud, contrary to law, obtaining money by false pretense, contrary to section 32(1) of the Larceny Act of 1916, and other one them. According to the particulars of offence na that, between June and September this year na Freetown, the accused been joining with other people them for take people money by false pretense. The report continues say the accused on the same date and place been take money wey cost over 200,000 million for Haisin Atia, Louis Ayuk, and Mungo Sena Aliam, and tell them say it go facilitate for make them travel go Dubai, India, Canada, and America, where it no say that not to true. When the case been come up, the accused no been appear na court. Na ASP Wellington they prosecute this case na court, and it been asked the magistrate for issue bench warrants for the accused, so it go appear on the next sitting. Magistrate Santigi Bangura been grant this application and be give bench warrants for the accused. For Liberty Online TV, me na Mariatu Sheriff.
All right, from that court report today, we come back in our studio, and earlier we don't introduce with 2 studio guests them who get inside the program this morning. If you don't follow Liberty Online TV from Friday to now, we don't give extensive coverage on the process where Parliament's been used for remove the first-term Auditor General winner Lara Taylor-Pearce. And yesterday, we been get the president for the Lawyers Society, where be immediately pull a press release to and condemn this decision where Parliament take for remove the first-term Auditor General winner Lara Taylor-Pearce and in Deputy Tamba Momoh. Well, today they continue the conversation. We get the Member of Parliament for the All People's Congress, we're in a deputy spokesperson for the party in a Parliament, as they don't come under serious attack from the party supporter them, member them na the public, but this particular decision where them believe say they're not being vote for let this decision not happen. Well, if I can't tell we how the process been done like na Parliament and how they arrived to the number then they when they say that they vote against the decision. Naime could get Honorable Alpha Ben Mansaray with me at the studio this morning. Honorable, let's start for look at the entire process from way about over 2 years. Lara Taylor-Pearce, they suspend them, they go through a tribunal, they investigate them, pull a report, table them na Parliament for let una member of Parliament and go look inside this report and therefore get 2/3 majority of the votes for removal when I done the day na the Constitution. Friday, una be make this decision as member dem na Parliament. From una own party angle na Parliament, wetin na una position firstly in all of these issues we get for the Auditor General?
All right, thank you so much. Firstly, I want for me the public understand say over the past 2 years we listen to the concerns of the public. We listen to the concerns of international bodies. As an opposition, we responsibility. And for ensure, say, when we listen what the public they say, we determine, we do proper research, and for law we stand for public interest. So that we make the 30th October, the Parliamentary Caucus, under the leadership of Honorable Adukabo, will come up with a press conference for the opposition paper that the decision we the government want for take for remove Lara Taylor-Pearce and Mr. Momoh a not go fine for this country because that institution don't get long-standing credibility. During the APC era, Lara Taylor-Pearce do so well and the country commend them. I remember when His Excellency Bedeas an opposition, he commended Lara Taylor-Pearce's job. So if you don't come on to something we get for do accountability and transparency, and then the question about the decision for let the audit service take a step further for go do findings on third party, and it don't become a crime. So the more reason we come out with that public statement, they foresee we not go support them. But a lot of blames they don't come on we side, within the public we they expect from we. But what I want for let the public know, we not be get knowledge, pre-knowledge on the removal, especially that particular day. Remember, this is a festive season, everybody busy. We get 2 pending bills and what we need for look into. One, the safe motherhood bill and the child act bill. So on Thursday, we saw around 6:30 p.m. another paper floats. Normally, then he send the other paper for meet up the next sitting. And so a shock follow we see now the other paper, some trigger for do the removal. So the leader of the opposition hastily make calls and send a message, say, 9 a.m. in the morning, we need for meet. So we met in the morning, the leader addressed we admonish we for say, please, because now this thing don't be, it don't take you by surprise. We have some of our members, we get a task, a party task now at Banjul. And some of these MPs are also district chairmen at the various, and so the caucus, the district chairman caucus or the association at the country, select district chairmen that we for go represent all the chairmen then at the country. So some of our MPs are also chairmen again, all key positions. So all of a sudden, we see the shock that day we other members them don't go along with we. But one thing I want for the emphasis, Honorable Dan Ibrahim Kroma, it make them very clear say the business committee for them able to engage force. Because this is now a crucial, very, very important something we get for the constitutional issue. If you get a genuine intention for ensure say the process democratic, you get for inform the opposition. We prepare because they have number more than us. Their number boku pass we. Even though the members they all get, easy for me then we will get a 2/3. So the only way they can do now for me then bypass. But make I just read something about the business committee, where the leader, the majority leader, they say then we don't meet. Then we don't meet before around October, but they don't ever meet. And say the business committee in Parliament is responsible for organizing the daily parliamentary agenda. It consists of the majority party leader as chairman, along with members from both majority and minority parties. The committee determines the order of the business for each day, ensuring that motions and bills are scheduled appropriately. On the contrary, our own side was not consulted. So even that morning, we leader Abdulkabo, they plead to MPs. He wept. I joined him for cry because we need to save this nation. So unfortunately, it happened that day when they came, we were disappointed. So that's how it went that day.
You mentioned about, for extract from TV, the parliamentary proceedings that the non-notified earlier on. You know, if una get a responsibility, if una not okay with the decision we come up from the head of parliament, you know, if una not for them continue with the process, or there is no option for them involved inside the vote.
Well, normally you get the situation can determine the decision where they take. We get a chance for boycott. We get a chance for take part in the vote. But you will get a team who don't give you a full assurance. For instance, that day, with the absence of other members, with 43 or 45, with 45 days as APC members, 2 days under suspension. So the 43 where they now we own group attendance. If we be cast with votes, that 100%, we for be okay. And then we be able to take a stand, say, this don't happen. Because you remember the speaker don't rule. He don't rule. We divide. We say the motion where the speaker put, no, we divide. That means we not support him. Yeah. So the best option that they did now for ensure say we vote because the speaker don't rule. So we get an option for boycott. But because of the MPs, they all assure the leader See, whatever will happen that day, then go ensure say they stand with the country. If it don't be very good news for the son.
Honorable, according to Union 43, on a sure because 2 days under suspension, and after una don't vote, when they count the votes, then it shows say about 7 we be don't assure the leaders say then they vote in favor as a party, they not vote. So it clearly shows say divide then a parliament from the side of the APC.
Well, this division we can't sense during this process, to be honest with you. You know, it's in any group of people, if you always expect say agreement and disagreement in Kide, so man can get your own personal issue where you know go disclose. But to be honest with you, during my time, this short time I don't in a parliament, I don't ever suspect a divide. Despite concerns in anything leadership or individual opinions, but okay, but you know, I don't ever see any MP express that kind of severe dissatisfaction. We go able signal a threat, say, oh, there is a need for us to get a retreat, otherwise we will go fail in the public.
You know, we say this like threats of division because
you see the leader be calling her before voting the start. Yeah, shown a admonition say at least we forgo this trend. But if you get about few members within that 43, we vote in favor for let them pull the Auditor General. You know, we say like betrayal and like division within the party.
It was an individual choice. It's not a choice for the people where their MPs and they represent. Not a choice for the leadership. An individual decision and take for ensure say they arrive at that. Remember, one person, one vote. Me and so they represent me people. The only APC member of parliament from the south. Me now from Moyamba district I come out. Are so much concerned about a lot of things we go wrong. Me people in the south suffer so much. Burn houses, burn party office, intimidate people, and the rest of things. So like I always get them in mind. Secondly, I get Salon in mind. So whenever they go vote, I go for no say. It's not about the decision where the president wants to take. The president can take a decision where we favor and we please it to them. But I for also align my thoughts, align my conscience with Salon. So if any member of parliament that they take that decision for go vote, say in favor, now individual interest, not to no other person interest.
Now the secret ballots on a cast, but now pictures of your colleagues them, where on a supporter them or on a member they believe say now they sell out the APC, they go viral. On a convince say them people already post them pictures then so. And then they actually vote in favor for give the ruling party in a parliament this edge over on a party.
I don't get that yardstick they were going to determine saying that they do them. For any group of people when a situation happens, suspicion can always come up. And in our group, no member of parliament no point anybody for say, nah this person, nah this person. It just happens. But let me tell you, a secret can only be within me. Even when I discuss something with my wife, a person would say he can go tell anybody now also. Probably you're not happy what's in the other person will say. So when you see they identify people say they were a suspect, I mean I not go say that they do. But the public don't this yesterday I surprised where I see that we had. I see where MPs then go respond to interview now we had say then they go defend themselves. But I didn't tell you, we get the party leadership who in at the national executive, and then some of these issues will be handled internally. I don't have for support anybody where they don't suspect for say not true. But like I want no more for assure the public see the truth will come out. Like you know, me political game na a dangerous game. Then you call you say can't take money, can't do this. But what's in the up there is dangerous. So in the next few days, we'll not say something other names will come out, no. But the truth must come out. And when the truth come out, I want to assure the public say the party will take a decision and we no. But even in our group, I care about us coming together again in the future, because this not happen. I believe in all those members of parliament who within our parliament, despite some they don't get this dangerous shortfall for the country. But we cannot continue to be divided for subsequent constitutional matters. So we pray for let God renew everybody's spirit, Lord unite for the country. Salom, I don't know, if we want to govern a country, we start to govern ourselves now. And so, for whatever may be the case, people for no say, when any party they in opposition, everything we get for those conflicts, disagreement, betrayal, it is always the issue.
Right.
But it's good that issues to come up and then we can able to get behavioral modification amongst ourselves. There are crucial bills ahead that we need to be together. And I just think we will see the best for this country.
All right, continue for the with the program. In case you just log in, you watch the breakfast show live na Liberty Online Television, and you just listen to Honorable Alpha Ben Mansaray, when the deputy spokesperson for the All People's Congress APC party in Parliament. Yesterday this morning, they talk about the decision where they take for remove Lara Taylor-Pearce as the Sierra Leone Auditor General and in Deputy Tamba Momoh. If they give we a perspective from the APC, how they arrive at that decision, not forget the full number what they're supposed to forget, although they been get about 43 members of parliament that will be present that day. When they come out to Marcus Bangura, we a civil society activist with we in the studio this morning. Instead of they closely follow this issue and they don't they monitor issues that we get for do with the democratic process them where this country is supposed to uphold. Marcus, for almost 3 years now, this issue of Lara Taylor-Pearce, they na the floor from a suspension. We don't they see outside legal scholar them don't come out and criticize that decision. They say it be unconstitutional. The president not be get the right for suspend and before he set up a tribunal for let them investigate them. The tribunal don't do the investigation, table the reports na parliament. Friday finally, parliament don't vote, they get the 2/3 majority for removal. As a civil society activist, don't they follow these particular investigations? You've been shocked from that decision, the parliament?
Thank you very much in the first place, because this is a discussion very important. And as it is, it all capture the minds and hearts of many Sierra Leoneans. Almost any side we go, a talking points. Because by shock, actually, for make Parliament vote against, Parliament in general, vote against an individual with all a footprint on the sand of history. When we talk in terms of accountability, when we talk in terms of the fight against corruption, as somebody we don't make that mark. If I can reflect back to the Ebola period, we know the extent where it go for expose a lot of happenings where that particular time that be the APC within our power. Quite recently, we can't get this corona. But we also see the extent where they go for expose the stuff they are. So as a result of that, a very, very important personality. From day one, after, was it the 2022 report, before the 2022 report, they suspend them before the report come out. From that period, everything surround them be full of controversy. And to the end, that is from the start to the end, everything has been in controversy because of the fact that it become a hot topic with debatable. And when something becomes debatable, a hot topic, that means there are flaws because there is some amount of disagreement and also some amount of agreement. Because if you look at the circumstances under which Lara was suspended, it undermined democracy, undermined good governance, undermined accountability, and also undermine transparency. Because if we sit by and see certain state institutions being undermined, then the future is bleak. It's detrimental for the nation, because these are just one accountability institution. It gets a lot more, and other areas will be very important for survive. That's the great fear in the minds and hearts of many people. Even whistleblowers will tend to be, they feel afraid for calm and say which they get for say, because at the end of the day, it's like pouring water on the dog's back. So as a result of that, Parliament's indecision is shocking, it's frustrating, and to me, it's surreptitious in the sense that it gets some kind of rogue thing within it. If we want to push this nation before, we for endeavor for make sure say we do things very clearly, understandably, so that at least if this person is not fit for there, we get an action. But when we use intrigues, political gymnastics, it's very, very bad, because it leads to suspicion and distrust. I don't go admire or feel comfortable for my country. We are in a situation of that nature. Either the Speaker of Parliament come up with an issue very important for the nation a day before that, understand? Before the debate, you come, and according to the MP, they were not notified. We again question integrity. Mickey always say that the eyes sees not itself, but by the reflection of some other thing. And similarly, Parliament na a mirror for make we see the integrity of a country. And if Parliament, they reflect the activities in Parliament, it reflect the nation's development. So if Parliament go bad, then the state will go bad. Because if there is lack of integrity within Parliament, there is lack of integrity within the whole nation. And we get a lot of institutions. And Parliament form parts of government. Make you always say, government are like a generator, made up of different parts. And then parts they need to be effective and efficient. But you get a motor car, you get different parts. If you don't get fuel, you don't get plugs. You understand? Oil not day. If one gets problem, the whole mechanism, they get an issue. So if Parliament will for serve as a pillar of integrity, where they represent we, irrespective of the issue at hand, whether it is for government or not for government, you look at the dangers ahead. This decision will they take, waiting at the implication. Is it going to be a positive one or a negative one? As far as I'm concerned, I get the strongest conviction, say, the action taken that very day gets a very negative implication to Sierra Leone. And not only to Sierra Leone, beyond the borders of Sierra Leone. We mean to say it is very, very bad. But again, we look at the APC members in the Parliament in the sense that this issue, we all know, has been a political issue, right? So one of the responsibility of members of Parliament, especially an opposition, wherein government, they push certain things where people in the shrouders, they get a role for play. The role can be even media engagement prior to the time. You understand? Media engagement will not come out, educate the people. By so doing, you don't only win members of Parliament or create partnership with members of Parliament, you also be able for influence legal minds, right? Civil society activists and all that. But I've not been seeing that happening.
Marcus, can we discuss the issue about the 7 APC MP then?
Yes, I was coming
we
there.
sold out. You don't listen to the deputy spokesperson for the APC party in a Parliament. He said them being short of 43 members of Parliament say them go vote for waiting, then agree, say they vote in favor of the removal of Lara Taylor-Pearce. We don't they see pictures, we don't they see name, we don't they hear allegations say the government give them member of Parliament there so money. The area of putting the country first, it be seen it play inside this whole voting process in Parliament.
Yes, I've been trying for actually the Caribbean Africa, several issues where there is. Now, when you look at that, William Shakespeare say you cannot find the mind's construction on the face. You understand? We do say Parliaments, they get them gymnastics there within the play. We almost involve them all. It's possible to say there are few we not get collected. And this, like a kind of tactics we don't go on several times. You come in the appointment of ministers, you understand, parliament approval, you understand. But people have to look at and say, it is only the APC we could save this woman. That make when I start for talk, I mention, say, the action we then take. Say, tomorrow for today. They not already study the whole mechanism. You understand? They know, say, some member, that make them target that particular number for let them get a 100. And some people are just too flexible. Some people, they don't get integrity. You understand? Because we all want money, but do certain things that is right. You understand? So if parliament go, or these APC members, because there is no way you exclude them. They are all APC members. And we don't use, just like we talk, we don't get yardstick or barometer for actually measure. But we get to something called public opinion, that the aggregate of views held by the public on a particular issue. Understand? Or the subtotal view, where the public they get on a particular issue, not an individual view. So the individuals then they may not actually come across, I don't know that they did, you understand? But again, we don't for treat her with a pinch of salt. Right? Then at the same time, we don't for take equal man sinker. We don't for take generally as fact, because we get for proof say then people are so then this way. But perhaps these are individuals we they may only become suspicious of, they may not sell out and all that. So as a result of that, people must suspect you. If you don't say somebody that if man, we pass that side, you understand, a particular side, something lost, you understand what happened, people will remember say, this man be pass here. So we get for a look at that. But it was very bad, and no well decision. It's like undermining public trust. If you're an MP, you are in parliament, we expect good performance from you. Because you go there because we voted for you. You don't represent the people. You don't go there on your own volition. If not for the people, you don't go there. You can't find yourself in the corridors of parliament. So if you don't go there, try to do certain things way good for the nation. How could, it was not going to be easy for the SLPP, you understand, for get that 100%. You understand? It was not going to be easy. Because if you look at the makeup of parliament, you look at the members of the SLPP, or MPs, with about 81, APC get 54, but by records here now, there were 45 or 43, 2 were suspended. They were on suspension. Presently. But at the midday. So the 43, even within the 43, not to all man votes, some votes against. So that brings to mind, the question for the APC. Even the leadership has to come to question, although it's very hard. But waiting at the circumstances will lead to all NTSO. So this is a very serious problem. Forever in the annals of history, we, as historians, we will continue for the point ugly fingers at the APC. In the sense that the SLPP, they will already make up their mind. It's coming from the president. We don't see the holy body, the tussles, where them go through. In the circumstances under which they suspend them because they investigate State House. That was the issue from which we get. So and you get for investigate State House. Because gone are the days where you get absolute power. We get them small institutions also because of checks and balances. In parliament, checks and balances is very important. If you get an opposition, therefore play the role of checks and balances. You get for check the activities of the government. You get for check the activities of your colleague MPs in the parliament. The reason why we bring a lot of issues before you come, parliament they'll get various ways where they before not stop this. You understand? If you get solid members of parliament, you understand? For example, you go to them called filibuster, where you forget articulate members of parliament, where they engage during the process, you understand? Engage the House, by the way of parliament, on issues. By the time this is done, this other person take the issue back, you understand? Through that, delay tactics. At the end of the day, the bill itself not going to be discussed or passed.
Marcus, you know, if you say, because there are plenty people,
they raise concern with regards to the leader of the opposition at Parliament, Cabo, whether he be doing work efficiently, whether he gets total control over the MPs. Because if I can remember, I didn't know well, that is the way they raise concern about the members of parliament where they represent the APC, where they out of the country. And the speaker make it very clear to and say issues of importance in the parliament, both sides, the ruling bench and the opposition, for taken very serious. So in that light, the speaker not be able to give audience to Abdul Kabo with that particular concern on when they laid the paper, on issues they were going to do with the members of parliament, the way they off the country. So on this issue now, where they come after voting don't take place, many people they throw back to the leader, say there is no efficiency with regards to how it rule the other members of the APC na the well of parliament.
In as much as the APC members of parliament don't actually failed the nation. But again, I'm not going to take and say he has not been playing his role. He try, he push, except where one is blind or is reluctant to accept the fact. But Abdul Kabo and one person we don't push. But that is not to say we don't go question him on the division within. You understand? There is possibility for a division. If not a division, there is the possibility of personal aggrandizement, where you get certain individuals, they fight so wide, and they don't care. They don't care about anything else where they happen as far as they satisfy themselves. And I believe that the crux of people and they go don't disappoint the APC. You understand? Now, when you look at it again, under the circumstances under which it be, you understand, in the sense that like a kind of a roasting, right? But let me say, you get a lot of strategies where they use the parliament. I mean, they talk about filibuster. You get what they call point of order. You understand? Point of order, members of parliament, especially on a controversial bill like that nature. Point of order. Then they raise them up. You understand? Raise them up, not to one person or two person they talk. All that are the later takes because you know that these are circumstances wherein your colleagues are not here. And if you are going into the vote, although they may get the conviction, say, even when they will go into a vote, they believe, say, if all voted, you understand, for the retaining of Lara, that's not before B, you understand? But just like Kwa says, you cannot fight the mind's construction in the face. So if you always work on that, you get this point of order where you don't go raise, not one, two people, two, three people don't go ask button. You get adjournment motion. You understand? You raise that all that are strategies. You didn't forget just solid erudite speakers. You understand? We go engage parliament and you get forgiven the opportunity. You understand? You get the one in the way very important. Motion of the suspension of standing orders. You understand? A lot of them. These are strategies. When you read about parliaments, proper one, not what you get an issue. We parliament gets an issue. And we don't do PowerPoint presentation at parliament some years back on the stages of parliamentary research methods. I've been good as consultant for do that. You understand them? Stages of parliamentary research method. You get 6 stages. And every parliamentarian forgets a researcher. You get some parliamentarians, they go parliament, they don't get the prerequisite knowledge. You understand? But just because they are popular in a particular place. If you get a man called Fodi, he sells lapa, he did in a particular place. Fodi, they say Fodi lapa, he popular, everybody know. The political parties go prefer for Gia, the symbol, just because it's popular, because their intention is for just win that particular which is FD, you understand? Go parliament. Then they take a lot of things into consideration. Modern parliaments, right? Every parliamentarian forgets a researcher, where they educate them, tell them, say, that this will for do, this will for do. You can start say they invite a member of parliament for go England for go do a submission. So they don't get the prerequisite knowledge. That researcher guides you as to what you say. Is that going on there? So because of that, there are a lot of problems. Salon don't lost a very good personality. A person will get full integrity based on records. I didn't just presume. Based on records. If I take 2 things into consideration within the 2 governments, understand? You look at the issue of Ebola, it exposed a lot of things. You look at the issue of Corona, it exposed a lot of things. If SLPP be able to form a commission of inquiries, investigates, able for withdraw money, Now, as a result of the reports where Lara Bidodegi through an institution, you understand? And the SNPP used that very strongly as a weapon against the APC, you understand? So as a result of that, why in the shy with that? Accountability matter. If we play with accountability, if there is proper accountability, you understand, we don't need certain institutions there for existence, even the ACC, you understand? But accountability is lacking, and accountability is being undermined, you understand? Good governance is being undermined. Because you look at how they start, you look at the criticisms, you understand? You get the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Sierra Leone, where they're the most authoritative body, right, under which they operate. And this body, look at it, say, the issue of misconduct, they don't see any area of misconduct.
Marcus,
yes.
A lot of people, if you do a survey now, you ask, then go tell you, say, the APC not only function properly as the opposition where they're supposed to be. Because many things don't happen under the watch as opposition at parliament. But yet still, the government, they pass critical bills them, then they get their way through. And if you talk to certain critical minds, then believe, say, money they at play in a parliament.
I agree with you. Say, there is the possibility, say, money that's play. Because, honestly, irrespective of the number, say you get 51 to 81, you understand? Or 54 to 81, stand to be corrected. It is how effective, even if you get 20 members of parliament. If we go back after, is it 1996 elections, you understand? After 1996, the other election, I can't recollect properly. The members of parliament, we are so reflective. Them say we know to participate, but we like for listening to members of parliament. There we are few that we are so active, that we are so vibrant. They don't allow certain things there. But you look at we parliaments now, there is possibility say money is at play. And also no reason somebody with the right senses, you're in an opposition. You understand? You know, say, any issue we get for do it political, we then take action on political grounds, you understand? There is the possibility that you, members of parliament as an opposition, will have to go against that. Only one thing can divert that, win our money. You understand? We don't get say, but we presume. You understand? And a lot of people, like we don't look at public opinion. You understand? Public opinion, a lot of people in many areas just convince, say, these guys might have been given something. It's a secret ballot. Why secret ballots? Because that's a feature for democracy wherein you and the vote, you're not going to be intimidated. You understand? So when you go there, you get your own volition for do what you want to do. But yet, you still get few members of the APC will vote. Now, with that voting, they not smear the name of almost every APC member. Because how we going for determine, say, that this person do am, that this person do am. It's very, very difficult, you understand? So, I think it's a great disappointment.
Honorable Alpha Ben Mansaray, where they actually represent the APC party. A lot, if you don't follow the social media, a lot of rumors don't float there about on our colleague, the Honorable Momoh Bangura, where fingers they point at say a day for push the assignment of the government. Whenever they get critical bill, na in they use for get at on our members of parliament then. On at any point, don't feel say the Honorable Momoh Bangura will be under suspension. Na a disruption for long na get what una want as a party.
Yeah, we now be 54. And then two people went for denying what the party say for do. But before I come to that question, I just want for look at a few things where I don't pick out. One, I agree with you say Salon don't get a big loss for loss credible person. We get a long-standing credibility. We get a war recognition. But you get to look at how they come about for reach that peak, they for come take that decision. The question is why the day we parliament they close. you get for no first the intention, how they go about For me, for any government we want for, everybody knows, say, boycott, walkouts. SLP not care about boycott and walkouts. We've done that several times. The appointment of Edmond Alpha, we walked out. We not take part. We decided we decided not for vote. But it went ahead. And there is a difference between constitutional instruments and bills. Constitutional instruments requires 2/3. And the bills require just about, is a nay or aye. No matter how you don't debate, you go see MPs on the opposition side, don't debate, don't oppose, they go don't get public opinion, say this is not correct. The speaker na in the rule. And it happened that day. The speaker will find out, say, even interpret the Constitution, Section 119, the Law Society don't come out with their own position with regards to such a decision. So the speaker now don't set a precedent for tell we say, if even the constitutional instrument day, if the APC MP B25, the SLPP MPs B50 plus the paramount chief, then he take a decision for this country. We be see all members of parliament. The calculation for be all members of parliament, not those within parliament. So you begin to see how the thing deliberates. See, if the speaker forcing way, that means say that the more reason way they hide everything follow we know aware. Yeah. So the determinant of that 2/3 day it be very much wrong, correct for a proper democratic process. Then
one for which I make a talk about procedures. When the procedure is wrong, now it brings some of them parliamentary terms there what they talk about.
No, you they talk about terms. Let me come that side there.
Now you get for come, you apply.
No, let come that side there. Yes. You see, I cannot say one time una say una go to watch the proceedings in our parliament. Not about them terms and for say, okay, you can come. You know what happened that day? You were in parliament. Honorable Daniel Brahma Kroma stood and challenged that decision day. The speaker ruled that Abrukabo, it challenged that decision day. The speaker ruled. And you get for no say.
What a personal challenge.
No, but they come. Those are our leaders. These are no. I'm going to tell you, understand the parliamentary procedure.
Listen. I might not be in parliament.
Hold on for me. Hold on for me.
Even in parliament, I had me. I did something for them.
Hold on for me.
And I was even asked as if I don't take parliament 30 years. I don't need to be there.
Yes, I'm coming
in parliament.
Yes,
I'm an area of study.
Okay. Give me time. It took me time for
my ability.
Yes, it took me time for
that's I try for you.
Yes, it took me time for me to listen to you carefully and take note. I may take note of what they talk.
I don't take note.
Parliamentary procedures are quite different. We go to call front bench. You understand? The front bench. Then the key role player. Then at the midfielder and the attackers. Then. And once the leader and deputy leader don't talk something.
So therefore start. The strategy, not to them for start.
I'm coming.
Because once they talk, they're not
It was not a debate.
Because it's a matter of strategy.
It was not.
No, not a debate, but it can happen.
No, I'm coming.
It can happen. Sometimes you don't cancel, they can't vote. You don't apply the wrong procedure.
I'm coming.
Challenge it.
I'm coming. It was not a debate. It was the leaders will be there for start. So if the leader and deputy leader don't make a position clear, so other than me being for let the speaker don't go so you go spend if in a debate we can debate and for
even debate you fail on it several times.
Let me come in I make a tell you say difference there between statutory instrument and bills.
I've read statutory instrument
and bills the speaker can take a decision where you don't ask all those we say aye, they say aye. And say nay, and even that day, would I invoice, despite them go pass we, but voice be heavy. But a rule, he said the Isles have it. Them precedent and they don't happen. Make I just continue more like come to the area of Honorable Momoh Bangura. I don't talk and I say everything allegations in the camp. I was never approached by Honorable Momoh Bangura at any point in time. And me no say what time I get where they meet. When people not understand what's in them for. You see, when I lay down to sleep, I they reflect about salon. the kind depth, the depth where we don't go when it comes to issues we get for, well, people can use say for bastardize the constitution, or me for say for bend the constitution, for ensure say nothing send the way for go correct, they go correct. Consistently, it happen. Parliament, we just did it, we are few. But this country, again, we have the media, we have the civil society that you need to own a day. We don't see today civil societies wait for stand with this country. Most of them, they support. We don't see journalists, some of them don't take the another path. We get that holistic approach for take on certain issues then in this country. But it don't erode. Yeah? Let's tell you, despite two MPs and take part by this decision, if it got to do with the future consequences, one erosion of...
Before we come to
yes.
the future consequences, Honorable Alpha,
yes, yeah.
the question I ask, as a party now, una feel say the Honorable Momoh Bangura na a disruption to una?
No, I cannot say it's a disruption. I don't have to follow that adjective they will use. Honorable Momoh Bangura is under suspension in Parliament. He did it on the own for now, and the party for make then take a decision where they beyond suspension. Again, for do a delegate conference. So whatever concerns we did now about Honorable Momoh Bangura, other MPs, the leadership of the party don't listen, and very soon will they converge and able to look at them problems there. So, and I know say the party they come out into position. But for now, I don't want to say he's a threat. I don't see any evidence for it. Yes, now Honorable Momoh Bangura, now he don't go law over.
Well, issues of him, whenever critical bills in the kind of parliament, they play the role for get members of una party for voting favor.
It is possible that as the people they think, it is possible to say it go happen so because in on the day before we party don't say more no go, he go. So it means it gets a compromise where they do with the ruling, and it is possible that yes, it go on they engage other people in a corner of which way me not confirm it. But then once we don't able to understand properly, because this one so it don't expose a lot of things we be in the hidden, we will not be able to understand. And for anybody we don't involve, that person will be exposed, and the only exposed, but necessary actions then could be taken.
Well, you don't feel say this is a big failure to the party inside that
losing this particular thing won't be stand for, because if you look to the public, plenty of people only follow the issue of Lara and deputy over the past 3 years. So all what people would expect is a decision coming from Parliament where then think the APC be strongly there against the removal of the Auditor General and the deputy.
I'm not going to accept completely say not a failure on the outside. You get to understand the dynamics of things happen. We are human beings, and if we don't get pre-knowledge before, nobody will have traveled. And two, the leadership of the party as an executive and the leadership of Parliament for them do a lot of engagement, not only one, not only two. What I want to let you know, today few people don't do an action where the finger they go at the APC leadership in the Parliament and the national as a failure. But these are people who took a decision individually. But like I say, the SLPP, say it is possible that people can be carried away. For instance, I guess somebody can tell me, say, Ben, money, let me tell you about money. I don't listen to any other programs say, they don't give the leader their money, the Parliament for this. There is no way we leaders then go collect money for Lara Taylor-Pearce. For me to remove them. Are they challenge anybody for come out?
So how about our colleagues that
Members.
in favor?
Now the colleagues that will vote in favor. Now the point where they reach say, then took an individual decision for take money as alleged for votes. It's yet to be confirmed. But as far as then left the APC then decision for me, okay, we first for don't know say the public depend on we, like you say. Because the SLPP, it's possible to say then within their conscience, they know say actually it was a wrong decision we then go can't take. Our paramount chiefs were there, if not a secret ballot. All man for don't take in decisions, say vote here, no vote here, vote here, no vote here. If I don't be unique in this country. So what they did, okay, made them make an emergency, let them make that emergency, we love way. Okay, come, people that don't tell me, say, Honorable Bear, you the part of the leadership. Because me on leadership, not to start to take leadership. Now the party, based on the 2022 constitution, appoints me and Dr. Mfa, writes the speaker, or say, the part of the leadership in the parliament. People will tell you, from the SLPP side, you don't know self-voting on a leader in the make. You don't know what they do. You understand? So just for create that division there. So man will come, okay, these guys are making money and all. But for me, a leader go make money because if they get salary pass me, if they get opportunities and pass me. At least in one of the MPs and we had where you see they even give motukade. In fact, they don't give motukade. Honorable Abukabo, a motukade we get accident with. That motka de nine panel bit back this. As I tell you, our leaders don't get vehicles. We governments don't give them it. All we need is one vehicle, you know they it. We then deserve as a parliamentary leadership, we they don't give it, then yet provide them vehicles. So for say they give them vehicles and all no, then they na a baseless allegation against the leaders.
We will come back to you shortly. We will continue with the breakfast show where they come to you live from Liberty Online TV. Today we continue for look at the decision where the All People's Congress APC party be make for support the government who say by them been vote with the ruling SLPP party in a parliament for get a 2/3 majority when a 100% of the votes for remove the first term Auditor General when a Lara Taylor-Pearce. We get Marcus Bangura, a civil society activist in the studio, and the deputy spokesperson for the APC in the parliament, Honorable Ben Bangura. Sorry, I beg your pardon, Ben Mansaray, between at the studio. They take this short break, we'll come back and we'll continue the conversation.
It's a brand new song for our customers, where the bank with us all over the universe.
Save small and win big. UBA, they celebrate 75 years of better banking service. And na Salone, the bank done there for 15 years now. This na big celebration, and we want give back to we wonderful customer them. We don't make we business go find one for the past 75 years with the UBA Savings Legacy promo. Save small and get your own share on this 350,000 loans. 30 customer them go get the chance for win cash prize every quarter. Just put 2,000 loans and above na your account. And the more you put 2,000 and above na your account, na the more you go increase your chance for win more. No wait to kapu the chance now. Your legacy starts today. The draw them go happen inside September and December 2024. Join UBA for celebrate 75 years of excellence. UBA, Africa's global bank.
Money in my pockets, from what I want correct. Customer service be excellent. Now that's make with the top, now the continent.
All right, welcome back. You still watch the breakfast show as we bring country issues we get for do with the removal of the first term Auditor General, Lara Taylor-Pearce, and in Deputy Tamba Momoh. Of course, we don't talk extensively with regards to that particular decision we've been come out from Parliament as we get honorable way they represent the APC in a Parliament. We happen to be the deputy spokesperson for the APC in a Parliament, and also they get a civil society activist we Marcus Bangura always done the kind of studio for discuss issues them we get for happen across the country. Continue for watching, we continue with the conversation.
All right, we still continue the breakfast show live on Liberty Online TV, and we still get two guests them as we continue for analyze the decision where Parliament's been taken on Friday, December 20th for remove Lara Taylor-Pearce after a member of Parliament have been vote and get 2/3 majority of the votes them. Women say therefore remove him as Auditor General for Salone. They come back to Marcus. The issue of the APC, we still they analyze them. And with this, what happened so for Lara Taylor-Pearce? Critical bills them they get for kind of Parliament. We don't hear about the constitutional review process. We don't see so many things that we're supposed for go to parliament. The citizens then we send them for represent them in parliament through the votes then. Therefore be hopeful in the APC member of parliament then with this way happen. So in the instance of Lara.
In generality, when you get members of parliament, when we vote for the members of parliament, when I expect say they will represent you now to the fullest. Now looking at this present situation, it don't create fear in the minds and hearts of people. It make some man their hearts they knock on their ribs. For the fear say, this government might come with bills that are so bad. But because the bills may favor them, they will go all out for pass them into law. We believe, say, as an opposition person in parliament, you get a role for prevent bad bills from becoming law. And we take into consideration the fact, say, we parliament, now one chamber. You don't sound like other countries where perhaps you get upper house and lower house. So tell the upper house, you get people that maybe don't work and don't retire, they say them go back. So they need to look for money, they need to look for other things, you understand? So this does set a very bad precedent. It does set a very bad precedent for the APC. It does set a very bad precedent. The government itself set a very bad precedent. You understand, by the way how they remove the woman, though they follow procedures, but sometimes you follow the procedures, then at the same time you finger the procedure. You understand? So as a result of that, for say, we, the electorates, you understand, in general, we vote for me, not get confidence in MPs. People can ask me several years back, why you don't go parliament? Why you go parliament? You understand? That's it the day. But that confidence, you get people that we okay, you understand? But the majority of members of parliament, either from the APC or the SLPP, you understand, society will question them. Like this issue we're up now, there are a lot of allegations. We cannot say it's yet to be proven, you understand? But the allegations like that, they might have been either misguided, I want to use the word, you understand, or being influenced one carry away with finances. So they become carried away. They allow their emotions to overpower their reasoning capacity. Go take small money, you understand, if that is the case, right? But that confidence, we'll say, the electorate will get that confidence. And there are bills. We talk about the Constitution, for example. We don't see first that one area we make it vex bad. Because with Constitution, years in, years out, governments in, governments out, they make attempts on them at the end of the day, naturally they come out. But we get the conviction, I read constitutional development, say, with Constitution, they're one of the best at this sub-region. Just that there are lacunas where we actually need to amend with a genuine heart. Who knows what to come next? Let's say, for example, if this government decides, say, they'll go pass a bill, you understand, wherein the term limits will be removed. You understand? With this kind of people that we the parliament so, there is possibility say go pass into law. Because if they pack millions for certain people, certain will take care. So they look at the future. They look at what they get now. We don't say that that's the B, understand? But it has been alleged from many quarters. You understand? So as a result of that, I'm afraid about the future of Sierra Leone. What it will look like. We depend on parliament.
Just like when you talk about...
You're afraid about the future, what the future holds for we as a country. We, like plenty of people say this now unprecedented time, and we don't see enormous problems that we don't happen over the years. The APC, the SLPP, wrong decisions has been coming so far, you know. So going forward, you know, if you say the new Auditor General coming, go be scared enough for investigate the office of the president, because Lara getting issue through investigating the office of the president.
We get an acting Auditor General. From that last investigation of State House, I don't feel say then it's like there's an exemption. I stand to be corrected. Understand? Of State House. If we don't do so, right, it give rise to corruption. The more. Because there is no reason I have to be of clean hands. I'm not for fear of anything. Because that's the good of the nation. Otherwise, the spate of corruption will become uncontrollable. Just like you put an new post where they can, they get for work at the mercy of government. You understand? It become a political lantern. You regulate the strings, it gesticulates. We all see lantern, not so. Just regulate the strings, the way they build them up, it gesticulates. Apart from that, we don't see institutions wherein, in fact, they are political lanterns. And these are institutions where for come out publicly and outrightly for withstand certain things there for the good of the nation. But I tell you, you look at the states, you look at what is happening, you put aside the issue of dictatorship one carry. Because if you look at parliament now, me understanding, if you look at parliament, the powers of the speaker, you understand, is excessive. Because when I don't count, I don't debate, so I don't do all things, you understand, it make in ruling. Once it make in ruling, you understand, it become binding. It's not good. Modern democracy, you understand, it's not good.
Then we bring in Honorable Alpha. Looking at this particular issue, what don't happen now? Somebody go to wonder waiting the future hold for now as an opposition party in a parliament.
The future of this country, we as members of parliament, we need to stand for save the nation in many things. And for a situation like this, we don't happen. The more reason I say, as a party, we will stand firm for the reforms. The possibility that, like I say, individuals, some man just can't take individualism at the expense of sacrificing the nation. That's a big mistake for anybody who don't do that there now. And colleague MPs we to listen for no say. The country depend on we. And anybody we don't take part by that decision for no say. Enough for be something we get for continue for do. Because if we continue for do, we they unblock this country. So the leadership don't assure, we all don't assure we safe. That's the message I'm sending. Me believe in reforms in the sense. With me, I value the number of MPs who get in a parliament. Anybody will not enter into this thing. If you don't regret them, if you don't ask God for forgiveness, if you don't really look at himself, see anything we don't enter into, man, watch himself from that. You know, go far. But me they say, for subsequent critical issues, I strongly believe it's not going to happen again. We not go just left this issue so that kind of way they. We're already setting a lot of activities now for see how we're going to avoid reoccurrence. With the party leadership and with this, I want to assure the public it will happen.
See, the speaker used grammar for Neluna, the preposition in and the preposition of. We, the leader of the opposition, be strongly there against on that particular ruling with the speaker being passed.
That in and off preposition we use, it don't set a very bad precedent. That precedent is too bad. I talk an I just now. If you say in, that means the next day, we a critical statutory instrument, we require 2/3, go be hidden again, like how they say the business committee. The business committee, they get a pivotal role for play in them bills and statutory instruments. Get a pre-engagement for still where you know say you want really do one for the interest of the public. Una meet before time. Prepare minds. Then you allow me democracy to come and play. But if it don't happen, the speaker don't take that decision, he don't rule. He don't set a precedent, but that precedent day, I know say in few weeks, people then they will go challenge that precedent. Because that day not a precedent. incident at all. If we have, that means say any number waiting at that parliament day, then say in the preposition. That is his ruling, but that ruling day, now he don't rule. But we know say the president will remove the Auditor General. It don't be a bad precedent. In order for help for ensure see the proper oversight independence day, because the next Auditor General will come, he will feel say, okay, what he's supposed to do, he gets limitation for audit sat inside. So you don't you hold that public trust.
You say in a few weeks people in Budio challenge the speaker in decision. What are the people there?
Yeah, but I don't see one. I just anticipate. A few days ago, we don't see Law Society don't challenge. Not so. It is possible that other groups of people will come from. Because for we own party, I have nothing to say about that. Because we got public relations, we did for the national executive, we not say the party get for come up to a position already. We not going for do with what they say like putting Law Society say I don't have for PMs. But I just say we get a lot of institutions and way for us to, and not only Law Society in this country. Don't forget about what APC don't do for now or what SFP don't do. Now we look at what don't go wrong for the country. And salon people, civil society, where you say they represent now, would they expect we get to religious council, we get different bodies now.
Honorable, what you go say to somebody where go get this opinion say, now all join on for set this precedent and history will forever remember this on a particular parliament?
Well, for saying we all, that word now we all, it gets that name where they say the APC. For me, no say me we sit on here. Me don't contribute to nation's development. I don't contribute to build the human capital of this nation. I get people that we believe in me. We are not say I no go ever disappoint them. So today, for say we all, now the name APC. But Honorable Ben Mansaray will never accept that now all today we don't contribute to whether this precedent happens. So no, I'm not gonna agree with that one day. There are few people who decide for betray, not the party. I don't even want for saying that the party they don't betray. I want for say they don't betray the nation. And so the bad name don't come today that the APC Parliamentary Caucus Group. Or like we there should say we save that name day in the future. And those who have involved, while the APC Parliamentary Caucus, they get the bad name say, now we all, now the APC, but not to be all by individualism, because individual took a decision, not the APC Parliamentary Caucus that took that decision, now Mr. X, now Mr. Y, now Mr. Z, now they just believe say then he go this way for certain reason for their own self. And they are representing people. They represent constituents them. Wait till they some money cry. Say we lost election because one or two things happen with election not transparent. And if they can't do this again, they just to add more salt to the people in mindset. So they get something for do for ensure say they repent and they need for repent. And I don't know how they go for do either one day where some man in conscience tell and say nah he will repent by not doing it again any longer, or for go back to him people and go apologize if they find a want to. And all, but me, I respect everybody who wanted. I care more about the future that we can't afford to lose any member of parliament again in subsequent statutory issues in our parliament.
All right, let me look at messages now where people don't send phone this morning, and we'll come back to now for respond. The first one they take now from YouTube. George Walker, they say those parliamentarians who voted to remove the Auditor General and a deputy should be ashamed of themselves.
I'll take the first one from a Facebook page. It comes from Mystic from Dazak. He said, Lara Taylor-Pearce, most of our lawmakers are disappointed to the country. Lara Taylor-Pearce and Tamba Momoh should be courageous and accept it in good faith.
Binesuma, they say, now that's make them bring the PR system so they can live and be in parliament for themselves instead of the people.
Freeman, since he said, they say it's a shame for some of the APC members of parliament to betray the interests of the people. It's high time we investigate those that betray us and surely must fight back in the ballot box. SLPP is not making good decision at all for this country. We are still watching. Surely one day they shall pay for this act.
This one where they come out from Samuel Tully, they say these parliamentarians are representing their political parties and not the poor people. That's more the reason why SLPP forced the PR system.
For the Mustafa Toure, they say APC should have walked out of parliament after learning that the 2/3 is for those in parliament, where they are expecting any members of the SLPP to vote against the president. Dreamland, the sudden vote on the matter should have signed to them that the Pauper boys are at work to get it at all costs.
Jal Songo na YouTube, they say Parliament has procedures and rules were followed and observed, and verdict was reached. People must respect systems and procedures in Parliament.
Dauda leaders said the judge should be very mindful of the removal of the Auditor General.
Abdullahi Lukule, they say, why some of your APC members of parliament were not present during the voting?
Joseph Coker, they say those 7 MPs should be fished out for summoning by the party leadership. This act should therefore be a division among the APC MPs, and the opposition leadership is working so hard to get things right.
This one, they say, how many members of APC parliament were on the party official duty on that day that led them not to be present?
The next one, they come up from Freemason Tisse, say Madabia is surely going to pass a bill for lifetime presidents. Just wait and see.
This one, they say, this is really hurting and frustrating. We have only one Sierra Leone while ripping our country apart.
This next one is they come up from Mohamed Jallo. It say, look how shameful it is for our members of parliament to vote in favor of removing the Auditor General. This is a shame to the country.
This other one, they say, let us not only blame the APC MPs, but also the SLPP MPs that voted for corruption. This country is horrible.
The last one I would take now, Facebook page, they come up from Mohamed Dean Carbo. They say, what the future hold for our democracy if short decision has been made by the House of Parliament?
All right, from their messages, they know they come back in our studio. As we go get to studio, guests them for wrap up, then go comment. Before coming to you, Honorable, because most of the messages then come for you. And look and quickly to Marcus. With all of these, what will happen? We don't hear again another issue of audit reports don't come. But public interest, now how don't they lacking? If the public not be seen again, but within this audit report or not, in the area of transparency, within this mean?
The implication very, very bad for the country. Because within this they portray a lack of public trust. Because this one, I would have damning one. Imagine living in the absence of Lara Taylor-Pearce. The report's so damning. So imagine if we still get Lara and continue. Imagine how much money we have a say missing. So as a result, when you look at civil society, for example, except for those who don't try for keeping themselves, will be very active before. You understand? I'm representing myself. It's like saying you are one of those that sold out in Parliament because you don't use them several times. Yeah. And it takes an intelligent person for no individually. Civil society is not a union, for example, like the Past Association or the Sierra Leone Teachers Union or Parliament. Civil society, as an individual, open space. Anybody who knows me, for that yourself and talk is because of my role that I've been playing.
But there's a coalition.
Because if there is a coalition, does that mean?
No, I'm not trying
no,
to.
Listen, you raised it.
Yes.
You can't guide me. You've raised it several times on generality.
Yes.
You understand? You raised it several times. I ignore it because it wasn't worth any sort for me. You understand? Because you have various civil society organizations. Some of us, you see here, they told you, I've always been here, playing a very instrumental role. Right as I speak on this issue, AYV called me for a program. Quite recently, I was also there. Weeks ago, I was there. I have been playing a very instrumental role. So for you to collectively put it, you understand, that is a kind of misunderstanding. But I can understand that perspective. Civil society has a role to play. Civil society is an open space for individuals. Anybody can come and inform your civil society. You have your area of intervention. My area of intervention, Citizens Forum for Democratic Accountability, is democratic accountability. Holding public officials to account on issues of national interest, fighting corruption and all that, right? So you have different, even if there is a coalition, there is no coalition of civil society group. There is a prerogative. If you want to join it, you join it. Unlike Parliament, members of Parliament, for example, you have the APC, you understand? They have a significant role to play. That is why they have party discipline. You understand? And as a member of a political party, you have a role to support the decision of that political party. And because some of them have failed, that is why we find ourselves in this particular situation. Equally, you also have civil society organizations. That's why I said before, we have individuals that have been so vibrant, so active, but at the moment, they have gone quiet. They have not been playing a role. You understand? Instead, they are seeing things going back, and yet they sit aside, watch, and some of them contributed immensely for some of the troubles that we are facing now. So I am here as an individual representing C4D, that's the Citizens Forum for Democratic Accountability. Except where one is blind or is reluctant to accept the fact. But people know the role we play. So if I'm talking about some have gone quiet, where have they gone? It's not for me to answer, it's a rhetorical question. You understand? So generally in Asalo, right, with this kind of development we talk about, it is a frustrating in the sense that if we hope, say, members of Parliament will play a role, either side, somebody sent a message that this blame should not only be shifted at the APC, you understand, but also the SNDP, MPs. I think I've not mentioned something like that. When you look at it generally, you look at an individual, they don't play a role. It gets record when you talk in terms of integrity, in terms of exposing things in this country. It not left nobody. There are points, was it 2011 by the APC, but it exposed the APC in a lot of things. And the SNDP used that as a weapon against the APC. You understand? And recently, Corona, I just give them the instances a day. Corona came, a lot of things were also exposed. So as a result of that, I think that kind individually, if we get another institution, we'll get that kind of ACC, we'll get the other, you understand, institutions, I think it will be helpful for the country for further ahead. But if we begin to slice them, will undermine, accountability. If we undermine accountability, believe me, the country will progress progressively. It will go beyond, it will go before.
Thank you very much, Marcus, for joining this morning. Quickly, Honorable Alpha.
Yes, I want to thank people. Somebody asked a question why we are so many MPs absent. Of course, absenteeism is common in any side. And for people who follow parliamentary proceedings, both sides of the aisle, you can see some MPs were absent, they were always absent. Why they say some MPs can absent on intervals, I beg your pardon. So on that day, if you see some MPs and not be there, it's as a result of not understanding the issues the way they are ahead, rather than just the bills. And one, we get key function, Banju, like I said earlier today, some of those MPs are district chairmen and they represented Council of Chairmen in that meeting. Then something happened when two MPs and sent them for one parliamentary function. One SLPP MP, one APC MP. So like for saying that tomorrow student for return, the tickets for them ready for me, the return ticket time. So what they did, they sponsored their own to come before time. And we won't come the other day. just because they don't know. And we know they no knowledge on that one day. So if the MPs they not be absent, they not be present that day as a result of that situation there, because if we know, nobody not for left behind. And the other one say if I don't work out, I don't talk over and over again. Conditions say we they require you for workout. Yeah, not to alter the workout. And for people we know, they don't say many workout, they still make them go ahead on many things. And so the PR system the PR system count, but me na PR system count me inside a parliament. So anybody we don't have for value people them, you don't believe say no one of people they vote for you. Now PR system count you as a district block, one people vote. So we always care about those people who vote for me. Like I say, I come on a region, when I me one commodity. But again, the people at heart.
All right.
And I pray that I will continue to get them at heart.
All right. Thank you very much, Honorable Alpha Ben Mansaray, the Deputy Spokesperson for the All People's Congress APC Party in Parliament. They be there with me this morning. They talk about the decision where some of incompetent take for voting in favor for remove Lara Taylor-Pearce. Where this, according to them, that decision will go against the party. And also we get Marcus Bangura, the Executive Director for C4D, when a civil society organization that advocates for plenty issues they get for do democracy, the rule of law, and transparency. Instead, be there with me at the program this morning. Well, now they end the breakfast show for today. We just want to take this opportunity for wish all we esteemed viewers them a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year in advance. Don't forget for always tuning to Liberty TV, as so they also for Guna correct information but different things them where they happen at the country. Now Alex Terence Coleman and produce this edition of the breakfast show. Musa Sao Kouma and Dennis Kamara. Now then give technical support to the production team. We make this program mituna. Mina Khadija Bangura they say get yourself a wonderful day.
All right, Mina Al-Hassan Kuma, one for wish you a Merry Christmas and a prosperous 2025. Stay blessed and have a comfortable day.